Welcome to Middle Class Matters. Today we will discuss on Karnataka Congress guarantees. During the elections, state assembly elections for the Karnataka government formation, the Congress has given 5 guarantees to the general public to consider for voting in their favor. They have declared this as part of their manifesto, and there were counter guarantees by the BJP also to counter this, but the people have weighed the various guarantees which have been given by the Congress and the BJP, and ultimately the common man has taken the decision that the guarantees which are being given by the Congress party is more beneficial to them than the benefits which are going to be given by the BJP government if they are voted. So in view of the overwhelmingly majority voting in favor of the Congress, now the Congress party has taken, the Karnataka Congress party has taken the decision to implement the guarantees given, the main 5 promises or the guarantees given in their manifesto. The Karnataka Congress has formed its government under the able leadership of Mr. Siddaramaiah as Chief Minister and Mr. D.K. Shivakumar as Deputy Chief Minister of the Council of Ministers who have taken oath as Ministers of Karnataka government, state government. 8 other ministers have taken oath along with this, the Chief Minister and the Deputy Chief Minister. And immediately after the ministry taking over the oath in the Kandirwar Stadium, the state cabinet has conducted a meeting and passed the resolutions for adopting the 5 guarantees given in their manifesto. As promised in their manifesto, they have given the first promise, the first guarantee was for guarantee for free power. Griha Jyoti guarantee. Only to those who use 200 or less units of power in a month. That is, the government will waive its charges for those who are using less than 200 units in a month. If a person uses more than 200 units, that means that if a person uses 201 unit to anything above that, has to pay for entire units, and there is no basic deduction of 200 units. This benefit will be applicable only for those who are using less than 200 units. Then the second guarantee is Uchitra Prayana. This is free bus ride for women. Women domiciled in the state will be given this facility. The government is trying to implement this by giving passes to the people who are domiciled in Karnataka. We will have to see what are the documents they are going to ask to prove the domicility of the persons in the Karnataka. And this facility will be applicable only in the ordinary city buses only. And special buses and the AC buses will not be will have to be paid for by the passenger. So this will come, as say, this will help for a long term for the women folk, because this is specifically intended for the women to encourage them to travel, to encourage them to do small businesses, to encourage them to go for work. This will definitely increase the number of women participation in the working environment. This will be a boost for the women. The third guarantee is Yuva Nidhi. This scheme has been announced for unemployed graduates and diploma holders. See, since there are a lot of people who are coming into the education system, if they are not getting employment within a reasonable period of their completing their course, the government is trying to give guarantee that they will pay a stipend of unemployment allowance for 2 years for the first 2 years. This is how the scheme has been devised. Those who are graduating or getting diploma from 2000 financial year 2023, they will get rupees for graduates rupees 3000 per month, and for diploma holders rupees 1500 per month for a 2 years period from financial year 2023 or until they get their employment for a maximum of 2 years. As of now, that is how the scheme has been devised. Then Annabhagya promise. Say this is for the poor people who cannot afford to buy the basic necessities for say those who are going with one time meal a day can afford. Now with this help, they will be taking this second time also. This will be targeted scheme only to the below poverty line card holders. 10 kgs of rice will be given per card. So thereby the people who are below the poverty line, even if the poverty line definition is not it's not perfect, at least those who have been classified under the below poverty line will get 10 kgs rice for running their family. Thereby if they are taking 1 square meal a day, they can go for this second meal. Thereby their nutritional and their health standards will improve. Thereby the society, they can contribute more to the society in terms of increasing the productivity for the state. Then the third promise, the fifth promise, the most important promise is Graha Lakshmi. This is for rupees 2000 per month to women heads of families. So this is a scheme which is defined, this has been devised for helping the women who are single mother or single parent, or people who are really not able to make up their the good earnings. So if they get rupees 2000 rupees per month, they will be able to run their family. Because I have seen a lot of people even for 600, 800, 900 or 1000, below 1000 rupees, they queue up in the post offices to get their the benefits, below poverty line benefits from the central government schemes. So if this scheme is implemented by the state government of Karnataka, then those beneficiary can come into this scheme. They can discontinue that scheme and they can come into this scheme, and their standard of living will improve and their productivity will increase. See, the total budget outlay for this all 5 schemes is worked out as follows. This will amount to 20% of the total budget outlay, and it will be 5.38% of the GDP of the state. So that means that is government is given only not more than 5% of their budget, 5% of the GDP to the poor, and 20% of the budget to the poor people is not bad idea. And this is not freebies or anything which is given. This 5 guarantees will improve the life of the poor people and their productivity will improve. The Graha Lakshmi scheme, which is rupees 2000 per month for the women folk, will approximately end up with 43,000 crores per annum. Graha Jyoti scheme, which is the electricity 200 units per household, will have an outlay of 15,500 crores. Annabhagya scheme, which is 10 kgs free rice scheme, will entitle 5,700 crores, and Yuva Nidhi scheme will be around 900 crores. So all these schemes will put together may cost the state to the extent of 65,000 crores. This is 20% of the budget. And Mr. Siddaramaiah was Chief Minister of this Karnataka state previously 5 years, and he has presented 5 budgets, and he will be able to accommodate the 65,000 crore in his budget. And even if the government is not able to meet out by increasing the taxes, they can borrow and implement these schemes, and these schemes will definitely improve the GDP by another 5%, which is the 5% of the GDP, which is the amount spent. The government can get back this 5% GDP amount or the 20% of their budget, yearly budget, in terms of increase in productivity from these groups, because this 65,000 crore is going to be again spent by these people. They are not going to hold it in their swimming pools or as a black money kept in their house. This is going to be in circulation. That means that the overall say the money circulation is going to increase. Small traders are going to get their business, so the business is going to improve. So that means that the GDP will increase again. This will additionally come into circulation into the same society for which it is being spent. So this is a very good idea. This is how the societies have to keep improving them. The lower group of the society has to be improved. The very tax, the purpose of collecting the tax by the governments is to improve the life of the common man. That is, the indirect taxes are not collected from the poor, from the rich. The rich people contribution to the tax is very, very less compared to the poor. Poor people, whatever they are contributing as tax, if that is given back to them in the form of these types of social guarantees or social benefits, that is the very best idea. And very thankful for the Congress party and the chief ministers who are implementing these schemes. And these types of schemes have to be supported by the people also. And as far as this, the people who are talking against these schemes should shut their mouth, and they should not make very big noises, because the people who are talking against these schemes are the rich people. They are getting more benefits than what these poor persons are getting compared to the poor persons. So none of us have moral right to talk against these schemes, because as rich people we get more benefit than the poor. Let the poor also enjoy the fruits of this democracy which is meant for them. Please support this channel by subscribing and like the video, because I want to financially educate the people, so that the lower strata of the society also gets representation. Thank you for your support.